So today we're going to get to make a tunic. And one of the references to the tunic in the Torah is in Parsha Vayeshev. That's the 9th Parsha, Genesis 37, chapter 37, verse 3. And I'm going to read here. V'Yisrael ahav et Yosef mikol banav ki ven zekunim hu lo ve'asa lo ketonet pasim. And Israel he loved, direct object, Yosef from all his sons, for son of elders he to him. And he made to him tunic spreading. All right, so here's my 88-inch fabric, and I'm going to measure it across my shoulders. This is a very, very simple tunic, and I'm going to measure it approximately to my elbows. And do want to make it a flowing tunic. That's what Israel made his son Joseph. I'm going to make a little cut and tear that. And this is, since this is muslin, it tears very easily. Alrighty, so that's the first step. Then, because the back of you is a little bit longer than the front of you, what you're going to be doing is folding it not exactly in half, but you're going to fold it so that there's about 4 inches more in the back than in the front. So once I can get this open. All right, so approximately 4 inches, which is about that much. I'm going to flip it like that. So the back is a little bit longer than the front. And then I'm going to cut a hole in the top. My head. Now remember, in biblical times, this was a very simple weave, and usually what they did is they wove it so that the part where the head comes out is woven into the design, so you didn't have to cut it. It's just woven into the design. Because what they do is they can weave a selective hole in the top. Alrighty, so there's the width. The length is a little bit longer in back, because my back is a little, needs more fabric than the front. And there's the part for my head. And I'm going to put my tunic on. Alrighty, there I have a tunic. Yes, it's very simple, but in the Bible, clothing was very simple. So there it is. And you can't see it too well on the bottom, but it goes a little bit below my knees. So it does cover me. And there's my flowing tunic. Looks pretty authentic. Now, what you can also do, you can take needle and thread and you can finish off the sides here. You can also finish off the neck and just do a simple running stitch, and that'll finish it off so that it doesn't tear on either side. And that's what I'm going to do for the next lesson. Today I'm going to show you how to make a coat, a biblical coat. So you see here I have some fabric. This is burlap, which is about the simplest fabric you can get. Very coarse woven, and this would be pretty typical from the looms of Bible times. And so the fabric width is 46 inches. The length for me is, I got it 6 feet, or 2 yards. You can see it's pretty short. And what I'm doing, I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to give an extra 4 inches to the back, because the back needs a coverage of a little bit more fabric. And so I'm going to fold it and give it a little bit of extra fabric on the back, And then you see there's a central fold line here. What I'm going to do is cut on that line up to the top where my head will be, and then I'm going to finish it with this bias tape. This is bias tape, which you can get at the fabric store as well. And the bias tape just allows you to cover up the seam so it doesn't unravel. Okay? So I'm going to cut along this seam. Okay. Here's my coat. Remember, I'm going to put the bias on here. So I'm going to put my tunic on next time. Wear my tunic and my coat, but right now I'm just going to model the coat for you. It'll go well with my very simple tunic. There we have it. All right, shalom and lehitraot, and study your Bible.